So IO Interactive says that an old school Bond would be tone deaf today as First Light moves the character forward towards more modern values. I could not express how happy I am this happened. Because I just thought this game was going to be boring and mediocre. Now I know I'm going to be able to farm hate on this game for a month. This is going to be amazing. I'm so happy about this.
That point I definitely agree with. Right? I definitely agree with it that, you know what, fine, just let them do what they want to do. If the audience speaks with the wallet, the audience speaks with the wallet. If this thing makes money, there's nothing to say. I said, let corporations do what they think is best, okay? Let Disney makes their, woke or crazy ass shit, fine. If it makes money, you were right to do it. If it doesn't, well, it shows you that you don't know your audience, okay? So do what you want to do. But what I do want to say is that a lot of these times, they don't know the audience, right? Because, you have Disney things making things for who's it geared towards, right? Having female leads, having, I don't know, alphabet people, characters, having stories that honestly, and games like this, because this is the thing, right? It doesn't feel natural. That's the problem. I don't mind, women in games. I don't, but it doesn't feel natural. It feels like a checkbox, right? It feels like a checkbox where, okay, I don't care what game it is, it has to have a woman. I don't care what game it is, it has to have someone from the alphabet community. I don't care what it is, it has to have someone, a minority. I don't care, you make the story around that. And that's the problem I find with movies, games, all kind of male-oriented entertainment. It has to be a checkbox. Make your story surround around these kind of checkboxes. And this is the problem, right? This is the problem more people see, that you don't care about the story, right? It's not like let's say an Alien, where it's not really it's not about the female lead, right? It's about the alien. It's just about the character lead, so it feels more natural. Okay, Terminator, Sarah Connor, it didn't feel like it was around her. She was just a part of the movie, so it felt natural. Nowadays, all these movies doesn't feel natural. It feels like you're pushing an agenda. That's the problem. And then, who are you pushing it for? Women, LGBT community, minorities, they're not the predominant buyers or consumers of, let's say, games, let's say, comic books, let's say, action movies, let's say, I don't know, geeky things. They're not the predominant consumers of this, okay? They are the consumers, they're not the predominant. And that's why I have the problem with this, where, okay, you are pretty much deterring the main consumers, focusing on the minority of the consumers, right? And then it's not really, and then you complain that, we can't, we have to fire people because people don't like, women or minorities or whatever. No, because if you gear towards one small group and they didn't even show up, the small group didn't even show up, you have no right to complain about the